This is an easy one to do because I love talking about this device, although it's hard to get it short. This is like my 6th or 7th take now of this video because I just keep going on far too long, and I'm already going on too long because it's my favorite device. It's the Apple Watch, specifically the Series 8, which was launched at the beginning of the month along with the iPhone 14 series. So, as you can see here, you've got funky colours, especially with the aluminium casing. That range seems to have a few more funky colours. The slightly more durable stainless steel casing, a bit more subdued, although the graphite's quite nice. As you can also see, Nike have come to the party with some new funky sports bands as well. And it's a little bit difficult to tell the difference between some of the features, whether they're to do with the watch or to do with the new operating system, Watch OS 9, because I find with Apple Watch, the software and hardware experience mesh together so well. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell which feature is a software feature, which is a hardware feature sometimes. So, for example, fitness tracking, health tracking in Watch OS 9, they've stepped all that up. Sleep tracking is way more intensive than it has been in the past. And that is enhanced by the fact that you've got longer battery life and a faster charging battery with a faster charger in the box. So you might have been hesitant to wear the watch to bed for sleep tracking in the past, but now really, if you whack that on the charger when you're getting ready to go to bed, by the time you get to bed, it's probably pretty much fully charged anyway, and you can pop it back on again. Good idea to do that because one of the other new physical features of the Watch Series 8 is that it has a temperature sensor. So that means that you can dive into the Health app and you can see if there's been any weird fluctuations in your wrist temperature overnight. And we're all obsessed with our health more than ever at the moment. And so that's a good indicator that there might be something up there. But of course, for women, it's a really accurate way for cycle tracking. And for couples, family planning. It's a really good way to figure out what's going on quite precisely with that by measuring those temperature spikes. Over a couple of months, you can definitely see the pattern. So that's all good. Now, another big concern for Apple this year, both with the phones and with the Apple Watches, is crash detection and fall detection. So this has always been something that they've been into, but now they've really introduced some more technology to make it even more accurate than ever. So there are barometers built into the devices so they can detect sudden changes in air pressure. So like if an airbag goes off, for example, and then also if it hears like a sudden loud noise, combine the two, sounds like a crash. Do you want us to ring the emergency services? Oh, you're unconscious. I'm ringing the emergency services. It's literally, this little thing can be a lifesaver. Now, I know, for example, that the sound detection is definitely working because I've got quite a few alerts that I'm in a dangerously noisy environment. When you're using power tools and stuff like that. So that's a good reminder to make sure you've got ear protection on. What I didn't realize is how noisy my shower is. Because I quite often get a little alert in there that I've gone over 90 decibels just in the shower. And that's before I even start singing. Who knew? So yeah, as you can see, it was already, in my opinion, the best smartwatch out there. They made it better, so it's even the bester smartwatch out there. So maybe even worth changing to iPhone 4. What do you think?